So like I was saying, if you as a European Union or you as an individual taking power in Africa, you are like the age of 60, 50, please just quit. Just quit. Just quit. This is a message going out to all Africans. Talking about Cameroon, Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Namibia, any other African country which I may not mention in this particular conversation right now or this particular broadcast. I want all of us as an African to be in a place wherein we're not going to put any old folks, any old people into power anymore. Let these people go away. Let all our African leaders that are more than 60 years old wait for us. 50 years old, let them wait for us. They are all too old to take a decision for the development of Africa. And this is the right time for the development of Africa. There is no other time about it. There is no other time about the development of Africa but now. We have so many lessons to learn from. We have so many lessons we've learned from. This is the time we have to take power. As you all know, this is me, Panther, and I'm broadcasting for my Panther TV show, and I have a lot of story I want to talk about. But since we are talking about the Ukraine and the European crisis, or the foreigners that are situated in Ukraine trying to seek refuge, we are no refugees. We are not refugees. We are trying to seek refuge. We are trying to make sure that we're able to continue from where we start from, because we were part of the war with people that were having the war. We were part of Ukrainians that are in Europe right now. We need your solidarity, but most of all, we need you to provide us with basic necessity. The basic necessity is what we are all looking forward to. We want to start life, but we don't want to go start it back in Africa. But if you were sending us back in Africa, I have a message for all the Africans that will be watching this. When you go back home, don't be scared. Just make sure that you have the right to make sure that whosoever is there that not belong there supposed to go back to his country. And if that war, you know how to put the war together or to put the people together to do that for you, I'm putting my 10 fingers up to you. You are the boss. Because they said, what does not good for you, don't take it and give it to another person. If European knows that sending us back to our country is not good for bilateral business relationship, I think it's high time they think about that as well. If you go back home as an individual, unwillingly, they just send you back home. It's a very simple message I have for you. Go to the closest shop. Go to the closest business center. Tell the individual that is controlling it to go back to his country. If the war started, we know how to settle it. All the old presidents, old ministers, old prime ministers, old justice people back in Africa, it's high time you leave the power. Just resign before you start having disgrace coming to you. Because we, the new generation, we are not waiting anymore. We see it, everything. We know it all. We witness it all. It's a big disgrace for a young black African to know that he's not welcome in the society, but he still tries to make sure he has his own particular cut of the cake. But if we can do it in Europe, guess what's going to happen to Africans? We're coming back. Because for real though, what is the essence? What is the essence of you dying in Europe when you know that your home country needs you? Let's go regroup back to Africa. Let's go try to make sure that we put all the old folks back to their particular situation where it's home. Put them home. Let them relax. Let them wait. Let them watch TV. We have internet. If they don't have light, let them listen to the generator whilst watching TV, because that was what they provide for us. Let's start taking all these old folks out of the power. They don't deserve to be. Respect the elder that respect themselves. But these particular African leaders, they don't respect themselves. Especially the ones that steal Africans' money. The ones that cannot provide us with the basic necessity, food, shelter, light. All this particular job opportunity and other stuff. These are the leaders that are supposed to resign. They're supposed to resign. And Africans, why are we fighting each other? Why, if somebody tries to prove, young Africans, why are we fighting each other? Why, if I have my own opinion about the development of Africa, all you have to do is either like or just don't watch. But you have to go there and comment your bad thought. Are you a black sheep? Who are you? Are you the cost of your generation? Why are you doing this to yourself? Your thoughts are so myopic. They are so stupid. Your thoughts are so disgraceful. Some of you, I know, after posting or after making comments, you don't even have second thought to go read it back and say, man, I just messed up. Because if you as an individual watch a video with the sensitization or development of the nation, the first thing you have to do is, before you even send a message, think it twice. But you don't have time to think. All you have time is to go work from 9 to 5. All you have time is to just watch some naked girls' photos. All you have time is to listen to your white boss say, yes sir. That's all you have time for. You don't even have time to pray. You don't even have time to listen to message that is the new generation message. What is wrong with Africans? Posting, go back to Africa. So what have you done? Have you sent us a flight ticket? Have you donated for the Africans that are here to pay flight ticket to go back home? You say, no, I don't have money for that. Then shut the fuck up. They just shut up. Then just shut up. Is the money that the European Union going to give to Africans that are going to stay here, is it coming from your pocket? No. It's not coming from your pocket. Then why is the problem that you have to post, because you see a post where close to 10,000 people are watching, you have to just put your negative thought there because of you are just the bad egg among the eggs. Why is that have to be like that? If you don't like the video I'm posting, don't watch it. If you like the video I'm posting, you don't want to, just don't comment on it. Just don't like it. Why is the reason you have to post back if there is what the war is only happening in Ukraine, it's not happening to your country? We are already fighting war in Africa. Your mom is there suffering, dying of starvation. You are here just able to have a car with a minimum apartment to stay in, with a job that works from 9 to 5, and then you have collected a little amount of change, and then that little amount of change you're able to buy yourself a couple of jeans and a couple of iPhone. People are thinking about how to buy the next aircraft. People are thinking about how to develop the 100 million people that are going to be given birth in 10 years. All you are thinking about is how yourself going to survive. Go to gym, beat yourself up, eat some good food, and then your body look big, and then you think you are successful. You are not successful. Ask people that were in Ukraine that have close to 10, 5, 15 cars. Ask the people that were having 15 to 20 apartments. Ask people that were flying each and every day to different countries. They were able to come out with single pin, nothing. You are just there. You are just there in Africa, or you're just there in some part of Europe, thinking that you have apartment you're paying for $800. You have a job that they are paying close to 1,200 euro with no profession at all, just a cleaning job. Then you saw a video of somebody trying to sensitize the generation, try to pass a legacy to individual watching. You just come up with your bad comment, go back to your country. And for European people that are saying that, mostly the 25 to 30 years old people, young children, if you don't know your history, better go read your history. You better just go read your history. I know some of you are here manipulating that there is no European Union, there is no Europe without Africa. There is no America without Africa, without Africans. If you don't know that, try to know it now. And if we're here running from Ukraine war, it's because we know that we are going to be we are going to make some other changes. And this is not our doing. This is the doing of God. Because God sent us to come here freely right now. Or God's able to pass on this message to us to come here. Like I said, it's me once again, the referee of this particular situation. And if you watch my video, you comment negative comments about it, I'm telling you, your life you are living is one of the most disgraceful life ever individual ever live. Commented negative comment about my own video. I got no bad thinking about anybody. I'm thinking about the development of everybody. So if you as an African American watch my video, say I just want to get a popularity or get advertisement, why don't you do the same? If I want to get that, that means I want to make better my life. Why don't you do the same? I don't think that you trying to get light is a bad thing for you to do in this particular life. It's you trying to get people to dislike you is what is the bad thing to do in this life right now. By killing other people, trying to destroy other people's generation or religion. I never did none of that. All I'm doing is to sensitize the new generation, to make sure I pass on my own particular part of the story. I'm a reporter for God. I'm a reporter for God. And like I'm saying right now, if you are watching this video and you're in Africa and you have position to take over this particular old focus out of this particular power they are having right now, it's about time we take over it. Take it over. The African leaders are disgrace to all Africans, home and abroad. There is no doubt about it. There is no single doubt about it. The African leaders are 70, 60, 85. Let them leave the power. Let them leave the power. What they just showed to us this particular year, during the COVID, during the Ebola, during this war, show that they are so incompetent of having the power as African leaders. And I'm saying this with all my hands up. None of them that are stealing our generational wealth fit to hold the power this particular elections that are coming out. I mean everywhere in Africa, West Africa, North Africa, everywhere in Africa. All these old folk is supposed to leave the power. It's high time they sit back. It's high time they sit back. It's no fun. It's no fun coming around Europe, neglected by people that you are very intelligent more than, that you are very smart more than them. Do you know how disgraceful that is? Just because you are trying to seek refuge, running away from African leaders that are stealing all our wealth and send it back to Europe, or send it back to America, send it back to other part of the world, India and China and every other part of the world. And same goes to all the Iraq, the Afghanistan, the Pakistan, all these Indian people. If your leaders are old, pull them out of power. I'm not speaking this for black people alone. I'm speaking it for all the brown people as well. These African leaders, these old fogies we have as leaders of all the parts of the world, Afghanistan, Pakistan, I stay with all of these people. I know the same situation we are going through is the same thing. It's just because maybe when they're speaking in Arabic, we cannot understand what they're saying. But I know most of my friends that are from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, and other part of the world, they understand what I'm saying in English. So it's high time we start changing the power of all these foreigners, all these leaders we have. And when I mean Africa, I mean every Africa, Algeria, everywhere. And when I mean change our leaders, I mean every part of the world. If Europe can start doing it, Boris Johnson, and do it with Emmanuel Macron, as a young man, why don't we do it? Let's learn from them. Let's learn from the best. We're not going to say Europe is the best, but let's start doing it now. Why are we leaving old folks stay in power? What can they provide? These people don't have no conscience anymore. When they come to, they just sit down. They don't even understand what they're saying. These African leaders don't even understand what the hell is going on. Look at what happened a few days in Cameroon. They were playing Nations Cup or World Cup. Light just goes off. How disgraceful. How shameful it is. I look at Nigeria, Boko Haram and others. And you as a Nigerian, you cannot even have the courtesy of thinking, if my brother go back home, what will he going to do? You're just there, go back home, go back. What's wrong with you? Are you mentally retarded? Are you mentally retarded? Go back home, go back home. Why don't you go back home? Oh, because you did not came from a war country, so you don't want to go back home, right? Because where you are, they can give you a basic necessity of paying your apartment 800. Like I look at Europe, there is no money for any foreigners here. Because the only thing you'll be doing is living from one bread to another. Some of you are not even living on bread, some of you are living on noodles. Be realistic. Imagine they gave you $2,000 as your let's break this down for all European people that are here telling Africans to go back home because of the war that happened in Ukraine. Let me tell some of us that came from Ukraine, because some of us, we are not working, we are having our own ways of making money. These people that are here in Ukraine, this black African American, or these other foreigners that are here, the money they are making are going back to the government. Let me tell you how. They're giving them $1,200 or $1,400, because most of them are doing a job that is not a career job. Most of them are doing a job just like mechanical stuff. They are paying for apartment $800 if you're staying alone. One basic necessity, basic apartment, like a studio apartment we used to have in Ukraine, right? We used to pay like $400, $500, or maybe something like that. These people are paying $800, and then for real, they have to pay tax, and then transportation coming out from that money, food. If they are smoking cigarette or they're drinking alcohol, all that money has to come out from that $1,200, $1,400. At the end of the day, they have to buy new shoes. Some of them are so naive with shoes and girlfriend, they don't even have no money left before the end of the month. That's how they be rotating their life all back and front. They don't have no plan. Their parents are back home having nothing to eat. So they are just here telling us, go back home, go back home. Nigga, you're not even living good as well. Okay, now let's take a look at the fuel prices right now. Some of them cannot even drive their car anymore. We came from Ukraine. Yeah, we understand how it is. Some of us were able to survive, able to do something back home. Or we're able to do something for our betterment and understand how life goes without even having a boss or a master. But you all the time, you just get up by 6 o'clock and the weather by -25, go to work. And then when you watch a video like mine saying how we're going to develop ourselves in Europe, because what I saw is just so disgraceful. Working 9 to 5, coming back home without even have time to shave your beards or clean your nails, and then go back to work the same day, and then at the end of the day you're able to collect your salary, able to put it back where it came from. It's a disgrace for you. So don't be telling us to go back home. This is high time we start pushing each other. This is not high time we start telling each other to do what the hell you think is your opinion. Opinion don't take place in where I came from. And besides, if you have your opinion, just keep it to yourself. Because for real though, Panther don't give a fuck about opinion. European Union, you're doing very well, but try to make sure you have job for us. Not job per se, just try to make sure we have our starting point for now. Because we know war started from Ukraine, but that doesn't mean that we need to suffer. We're all going to be suffering, we're all human beings. So the people that you're taking care of in Ukraine, we know where they start from. And Slava Ukraine, and let peace be Ukraine, let be peace in the whole of Africa and the world as well. And I pray for all individuals that have no sense to start having sense from the beginning of this particular semester or this particular month. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and watch more. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day and be blessed. Stay blessed.